Let's talk about covert narcissism. So, like most everything else on my page, I'm speaking from experience. Honestly, with covert narcissism, it took me, I can't speak for anybody else, but it took me a little bit longer to recognize a covert versus an overt narcissist. So we know that the covert is very mild-mannered versus the overt. The overt, when they walk into a room, you're gonna know, right? One of my parents is a covert narc. And so initially I thought that it was something else, like maybe some other mental health issue going on, which, I was eager to really figure that out. I was dating this person that's an overt narc for over a decade. And I wasn't even aware that narcissism was even a thing at the time, y'all. Once I found out through that experience of dealing with an overt, what narcissism actually is, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, all of these things that I've been through with this person, the traumas, everything that I've experienced points directly to narcissism. The last experience that I had it was with a covert that I dated. So the thing is, okay, so we'll get into the characteristics. Let's just jump right into it. So the main thing that I noticed out of these two people that are covert narcs, they're miserable people, y'all. Like, they're irritable people. Like, they're just not happy people. And it's just so sad to me. I mean, literally, there's nothing that you can do for this person for them to stay consistently happy. And I'm talking about with that narc parent and with the romantic relationship that I was in. There's nothing that you can do or say to please these people consistently. It's so draining, right? They're constantly irritable. And also another thing that I noticed is that they're rude. Like, they're rude to like service workers. Another major thing that I noticed is that they are jealous people, y'all. I'm talking, look, there was this experience with the narc parent and my other parent. And I'm talking like they could be watching TV, and if there's an attractive person on the television screen, do you know that this narc parent would like have a fit if the other parent was looking at the TV with this attractive person on? I don't know. Is it just me, y'all? But that's crazy. So with the person that I dated, though, there's his coworker. Let's call this person Helix, right? My narc ex was like almost obsessed with Helix, constantly saying negative things about this person, always watching this person. And I just had to tell the narc ex, I was like, baby, Helix ain't worried about you. That leads me into the next thing with the covert. So with both of the coverts, what I noticed is when they are like in the workplace, they know how to miraculously treat people. And that was the craziest thing to me. And so actually with my narc ex, the person said to me, you have to treat people with respect here just in case you need them. You have to work closely with others, so you have to know how to treat them. What about the fact that they're just a simple human being? You should be treating people that way anyway, not just because you feel like you're going to need them. I think what took me so long to really realize that I was dealing with a covert in my dating relationship this last time is because it didn't look like the overt, like I always think like, oh, narcissism looks like that, like the overt narc. No, baby. Narcissism comes in different variations. So the coverts are usually more mild-mannered. Like I said before, they're not necessarily extroverted. So that's the thing that can catch you off guard. They seem like they're being vulnerable with you. For those of us that are empathetic at all, what you'll notice is they kind of pull on your heartstrings a little bit. It's like, oh, I was watching Dr. Ramani. She has a video out, which I'm definitely going to post in the description box of this video for YouTube. So for all my YouTube people, it'll be in the description box. But if you're watching me on TikTok, you can just feel free to go over to my YouTube channel and check it out. Same handle there, and it'll be in the description box. But anyway, Dr. Ramani, she was talking about how a lot of times what attracts us to these people is that you kind of feel sorry for them. It's this sense of like they seem so unsuspecting. It's like they seem like, oh, you need to lift them up a little bit, like you need to make them feel a little bit better. But anyway, let's go into another characteristic. We clearly know that they lack empathy. That's just narcissism across the board. I don't care what kind of narc you are, they lack empathy. Let me tell you something. They are so sensitive, y'all. Like, they cannot take any form of constructive criticism, not just somebody trying to beat you down. Like, by all means, if somebody's really just being rude to you and talking down to you, which narcs do, if they're doing that to you, by all means, you know, stand up for yourself, create boundaries, do what you need to do. But I'm talking about constructive criticism. They are so argumentative. They're they can be combative at times, but they're so argumentative and judgmental too. So I would try to have like a simple conversation with my narc parent, for instance, and it would turn into these debates. Or either I would have a conversation with the ex and it would turn into like these disagreements that were just pointless. I mean, okay, we can have differences of opinion, but it became argumentative. It's almost like it fueled them a little bit, you know, and it's just like, find something else to do. So I mainly noticed the isolation with the narc parent. So let's discuss the things that I personally did to overcome these situations with these covert narcs. So when we're dealing with a narc parent, sometimes it's easy for people to just cut them off and go on with their lives, you know, but in my situation, it wasn't as conducive, or it wasn't necessarily the easiest thing for me to completely cut that narc parent off. So like I said in my other video about how to hurt a narc, I had to emotionally withdraw myself. So I just gray rocked the parent, you know, and for those of y'all who don't know what that is, that's just essentially emotionally disconnected. You just give minimal effort. The conversation is I mean, you just completely detach, y'all. Like, absolutely. You're not going to be rude. Like, I try my best not to be rude to the person, but anything they say, Charlie Brown. On to the covert narc ex. Y'all, I got so lucky. I don't have kids with this person. There's no need for me to hold on to it, carry on with it, anything. No contact. Absolutely no contact. So I don't talk to the person. I'm in absolute no contact with the person at all. And to me, that's just the ideal situation for you to really just heal yourself and move forward in life instead of lingering. Other thing, like Dr. Ramani was talking about, it can be hard to break away from these coverts, y'all. It can be, you feel this sense of like, especially if you're an empath, you feel this like, you don't want to hurt the person, you know, they're damaged enough. Like, I don't know, you just feel this empathy for them that you shouldn't feel, to be honest. So that's really my experience with covert narcissism. Definitely check out the link in the description box on my YouTube. And hopefully, now Dr. Ramani, her video is lengthy, but it's worth every second, y'all. I'm telling you, it is so informative. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time.